What's up, guys? Black Thunder 180 here, and this is episode 2 of the Colorado Rockies MLB 11 The Show franchise series. And this is my third time recording this video, so hopefully all will go well. First time I did it, the audio file got screwed up, and then the second time I thought I had everything right, saved the video from my PVR to my file folder where I save them, and then I went to do, because I'm using Audacity right now to do this live using my Turtle Beach headset, and apparently when I went to go save it, it froze up or something, so it said Audacity has quit working. So here we go, try 3. And we had a great spring training. We went 20-9, finishing second in the Cactus League, and I'm going to take this video to kind of show you some things that you can do to get some easy money to start out with before you even play a game. So you want to go to marketing, and then you want to scroll down to Stadium, and you're going to see this pop up, and they're going to be I've already picked one, which would be Spider Venom, because they gave me the longest length and the biggest income. So what this basically is you decide to, you sign on with these guys, these advertisers. They're your primary advertiser, and it says that you must make the playoffs for full payment of that season. So for 5 seasons, if you make the playoffs any of those seasons, they'll pay you $25 million. So I think that is crazy, especially if you're like the Phillies or something, and you know you're going to go to the playoffs almost every year, and so it's almost a gimme. So that is something you guys can do, and then you press R1 and you go over here to billboards, and you basically are just filling up those billboard spots up in the top, and you basically just want to pick again the company that expires the latest and gives you the most income. And these are the ones that I've chosen, so those can get you some easy money. And then TV contract, obviously it's self-explanatory. You just pick the one that gives you again the longest length and the biggest income, and it says that you must be 500 on the season for full payment. So at the end of the season, if you have a 500 record, which means you're even or you're positive, then they're going to pay you $1,513,000, or pay me, because I'm the one doing this. So that's an easy way to get money, and I wish I could have gotten Rockies Network, but hopefully we can get that sometime in the near future. So that's all of that. And now to kind of give your team that kind of competitive edge, you want to go to training assignments, and here you can basically just assign different position players to do different types of personal training assignments. And there are different categories. This is probably the physical, then you've got the hitting, and then the fielding type drills, and then the pitching. So obviously you've got your own little sections for each type of position player. I have mine set up a certain way for me to feel comfortable with the way that my players are developing. So this is an easy way to boost your players' attributes at a certain position without going in and editing their power and making them Albert Pujols, even though they're 5'9" and 140 pounds and play second base in Double-A. But whatever, if you want to do that, go ahead with that. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. So now I'm going to show you my starting rotation and bullpen for the opening of the season. My opening day starter is going to be Jorge De La Rosa, best starting pitcher on the roster. Then it's Yolis Chacin. I learned how to say his name. Yes. Then Aaron Cook, Kevin Millwood, and Drew Pomeranz. And the only reason that Kevin Millwood is in there is because the oldest guy I have in here is Aaron Cook, and he's 32. So I decided to throw in Millwood, who is, 36? So he could kind of give that veteran presence. And I also threw in Jason Hamill over here in the long relief. He is a real starting pitcher. So if, one of these guys starts, sucking, or they get injured or something, I can easily just come over here and throw him into the rotation and be pretty comfortable, because I like the way he's only 28 years old, 6'6", he's a monster, throws 4 pretty decent pitches, and he's got a good overall and a decent potential. So I like what I see out of him. I like what I saw of him in the spring training. I played a couple of games that I didn't record, and I thought it was going to be boring for you guys to sit there and watch spring training. So if it wasn't going to be boring and you didn't think it would be, then go ahead and tell me, and then I'll try that for next season. But in my middle relief, you've got the three Matts, the Matt Trio, Matt Belisle, Matt Reynolds, the rookie, and Matt Lindstrom. And these guys are basically just going to fill in, like let's say De La Rosa's pitching in opening day and we're playing the Diamondbacks and he's getting roped at about the fourth inning and I need somebody to come in and I don't want to use Hamill, then I can turn to one of these guys to pitch 3 or 4 innings, or 2 or 3 innings if I have to. And then you come down here, you got my 2 setup guys. And these guys are just for, basically, I can either use them as like a 7th inning, 8 inning combo, or I can use them like selectively. Like let's say Ryan Howard is hitting against Matt Lindstrom. That's obviously a mismatch. Sorry, I can't speak. Because Ryan Howard is very good against right-handed pitchers. So you bring in Ramiro with that nasty left-handed slider, and Howard is probably going to be an easy out, especially with that shift on. He pulls a lot of balls, so you get him to pull a fastball, or you get him to chase that slider away, and he'll easily just roll over the top of it, dribble it to second, and there's your easy out to get out of the inning. And then closer would be Rafael Betancourt. Now I've decided that if he starts struggling, I'm going to switch him and Houston Street. Just kind of flip-flop them there. So that's what I decided for pitching. Now on to lineups. I'm going to tinker with this a little bit because I called up Eric Young Jr. I sent down a couple of rookies that they brought up that I didn't really feel were ready to play at the major league level. And so that's my lineup for right-handed pitching DH. Then you've got, there we go. They always, for some reason, they want to throw in these guys that I've never decided to put in a starting role at all. But they just decide to throw them in, so, you know, you got to mess with them. I like the speed duo at the top. Let's say Fowler gets on, we can easily do either a hit and run or something with these guys because of the high contact and speed that they have. So next lineup. Oh man, I just like burped and like threw up in my mouth. That's nasty. That is really nasty. And I've decided to go ahead and throw in Chris Iannetta in that 2-hole, just for the fact that his power is really high against left-handed hitters or left-handed pitching. And well, actually no, let's do this. Let's throw him ahead of these guys. That way he's in the middle of the lineup and can supply runs. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking, throwing him in at this putting him in at the second spot. He wouldn't really do me any good there, because his contact isn't that high. Oh, and I did sign Deona Navarro. I should have put that in to the first video because I had already made up my mind that I was going to do it, but I forgot. So I went ahead and signed him. And he's going to serve as my backup catcher just because I didn't think that the rookie catcher that they called up was quite ready to fill in that role and be ready to play at the major league level, at the level that I needed him to play, really. So with Giambi out of the lineup, and I'm probably not going to be playing him any in the field, only DHing. So that does suck for him, but you know what? I don't really care because I don't like him. I'm probably just going to use him as trade bait to get maybe some starting pitchers from some AL team who needs a DH. I might send him to the Orioles and try and get Brian Mattis or something. Try and get some young pitching, or maybe some power bats from the corner spots, because we do need a starting left fielder. If we do get one, I plan to move Eric Young Jr. to second base and try and trade away Mark Ellis to get some more pitching, but I don't know if I've completely decided to do that yet. So that's gonna basically do it for this video, episode 2. I'm not gonna be showing any gameplay through the first season. What I'm gonna do for next episode is I'm gonna go ahead and sim probably to the draft and do a whole video of me picking some draft picks and then signing them and then setting up my trade block for the trade deadline, and that should be fun, getting some trade offers. So I look forward to that, and thanks for watching episode 2. If you haven't already, go check out episode 1 as we continue on with the Rockies in this rebuilding season. Well, I wouldn't really call it a rebuilding season. I planned at least to go to the playoffs with them if they do perform well enough to go. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, and rate the video if you so choose. Subscribe if you want to see some more of this series. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Black Thunder 180 signing out. Have a nice day. And God bless America.